What are some? You mentioned 350 events. That's a lot of events.
Yeah.
What are some of that was quite one of the bigger ones. What are some of like your every week
Yeah.
What's some of the smaller ones that people can really get into?
Our Tinker Federal Credit Unions do car shows.
Okay.
They do some of our partners do golf tournaments, like I mentioned. So we have like Enterprise, who you went and played in that golf tournament down in Belmar. We have the Oklahoma Cattlemen's Association does what's called the Ranch Rodeo.
Okay.
And it's at the Lazy E, and it's just a rodeo that helps raise money. There's Sugars and Spurs, which is another one where people will go and buy some treats and stuff like that at one of our local credit unions. But all these events, one of my favorites is the clay shoot. So the Edmond Kiwanis Club sponsors a clay shoot. It's up at Silverleaf Shotgun Sports, and it's just a day where we go out and we shoot clays with shotguns and eat some really good food and hang out. And that's a really fun event too. So, when I say that we were doing 350 events, it's a lot of our partners that are doing it, but we support it. We go out there, we find individuals that want to support those different areas. And what we're really trying to do is reach different people with different things. Yeah. So you have shotgun sports. We do quail hunts. We do golf tournaments and then car shows and you name it.
And the money's raised from the entry fees to that and like a raffle at the same time. Like that's kind of where you raise the money from.
Yeah. So it's entry fees, it's sponsorships, raffles, all that kind of stuff.
That's the one thing that's great about fundraising is because you can have an event, you can all like go out, you can do something that you love to do, right? Like I would love to go clay shooting. I'm terrible at it, but I would love to go. And you can enjoy, you can go and have something, you can go to a car show, whatever it is. There's guaranteed there's an event around what you love doing that benefits this.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Not,
call us. We'll set one up.
So is that something that like people can like set up their own events and be how does that work?
We actually on our website, we have how you can help or get involved. And there's a third party events section there. Okay. You can download the form. And we had a group of individuals that wanted to do a runway fashion show. And they just ended up making their own committee, and they did it and found sponsors. And so there's a way that people can do their own third-party event. Yeah. It has to be approved by us to be able to use our logo and our marketing and stuff like that. But, yeah, man, we have a family whose daughter was treated maybe 10 years ago, and they called us a couple weeks ago and said, hey, we want to do a Jeep run up at Lake Carl Blackwell. And we're going to charge everyone to do an entry, but we want you guys to be the beneficiary. Like, what do I need to do?
Like Jeep Wrangler, Jeep runs. Like just driving through the woods.
Driving Jeeps.
Great.
And people, I guess, pay, $150 to be a part of this Jeep run. Yeah. And they raised money. And so they decided that they wanted us to be the beneficiary. And so we had a kid that's designing their shirt and kind of stuff like that to make it more impactful. But anybody can do something for us. Heck, we've had people call and say, in lieu of birthday gifts, our kid wants to raise money for you guys. What does that look like? Yeah. Said, okay, tell them they're raising money for us. We'll do a check presentation at the hospital. The kid can come down. Yeah. We'll get them a big printed check, make them feel good, and thank them for their time and what they do. And so, there's so many different ways to give back nowadays. And that's what's really cool about philanthropy. And so, one thing that we started and what we how we look for our donors is we started breaking it down to where how can we get lifelong donors? Sure. And so I mentioned the kids, and we started a program in elementary schools called Kids Care. And it's a week-long program that we do in elementary schools, and it's just basically kids bringing in money. So there's things like pennies for PQ. Tuesday maybe dime for diabetes, things like that. And so they raise money. And that goes in elementary and middle school. And then in high school, we try to get them to do mini marathons, kind of like the dance marathons in colleges. And we get them hooked in there. And then in college, they do dance marathons. And then they go and they're, successful. And they go into a job. We have them join what's called our I board. It's an innovative board. It's for younger professionals. And then from there, they go on to our board of directors or board of advocates. That way, what we've done is we've created lifelong donors who care about our mission. They understand it. They've been involved throughout their life. Right. So that's something that we've been trying to do lately, and it's been really successful.